3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the New Nasty Boys. I'm your co-host this morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you decide to listen to this thing, Billy DeVore. And sitting across from me, as always, is...
What up? Lee Michael Kimbrell. We're back in the saddle, and you can see our faces.
How neat is that?
What a trip, man. I'm looking at you in the screen.
It's pretty wild.
Making eye contact in the computer.
Yeah, it's definitely something different, something new to try.
I like it, man. Share it on the tweets.
Yeah, we can share it on the Twitter, and then I'll be able to take this broadcast. And what's also cool is supposed to go to our YouTube.
Throw it on the tube.
Here's the thing. YouTube does not allow you to stream for 24 hours after you activate it.
Really?
Yeah, so I was like, what am I going to do? Let's use our Twitter I haven't used since July.
There you go. Let's just throw it up there, man. The diehards will find it.
They'll find it. I saw Blake started following our Twitter, which diehard fan. Glad to see that.
Very nice. Love that.
Love to see it. So these folks got a noti, and they're
We're
in.
back on, man. It's been a while. I hope the nasty boys and girls across the whole wide world are doing well. I mean, there hasn't been much baseball, but if you follow this podcast, you've probably been having a really excellent time.
I believe
The other professional sports team in the city
is really good.
It was amazing. What a season.
It was pretty nice.
What a fucking season.
And I think I need to go back on my words where I said 9 wins.
Yeah.
I was close.
Yeah.
They had 10 wins.
Well, they had 13 wins.
Then they had a lot more.
Yeah.
And then they had a lot more.
Wow.
Man. So what a bummer.
It was a monumental bummer, but it's the ultimate would you have rather not, better to have loved than to have. And we've said it about the Reds a million fucking times.
I know.
But yeah, I mean, we weren't even supposed to be there.
No.
We were playing with house money from the beginning. The Rams went out and did everything they could to win a Super Bowl, and it paid off.
Yeah.
Part of me is happy to see Matthew Stafford get his,
but
it didn't. The right team didn't win, but it doesn't always happen.
No,
but it was sick. It was like some of the greatest moments that I've ever experienced as a sports fan.
Yeah, the monumental swings and enthusiasm and the highs of highs and the lows of lows, just like going in after that T. Higgins touchdown that should have been called back.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, wait, are we going to win this fucking thing?
I know.
Are we going to do that?
I know. It's gutting. This is honestly the first I've even really talked about it. I haven't talked about it. I haven't watched anything yet. I've kind of stayed off Twitter. I just,
You're just bummed?
I'm not bummed. I'm just not, like I said, I have a good take on it. I'm really excited. It was amazing. Obviously, I'm bummed. I wish we would have won, but I do wholeheartedly believe we're just in the hunt for the next 5 years.
I do too.
But yeah, I just don't need to see it.
But yeah, of course, like the next 5 years, but then also you can look back and look at Jim Kelly and Dan Marino and be like, fuck.
Oh, how difficult it is.
It's the hardest thing, especially now that you have...
You got to go through the Bills and the Chiefs. Dude.
Yeah, dude.
And the Titans.
Well, I'm not worried about the Titans because Ryan Tannehill is still their quarterback.
And I don't give a fuck what their GM says. They want to get Aaron Rodgers.
They want to get Rodgers. They want to get Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
That's what I would do, man. I would spend all the draft capital I have and be like, all right, what do I need to do to get Russell Wilson?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Because, yeah, that's the most likely pick. It's like they want him out of conference, throw him to the other side of the country.
Damn.
Go for it. If you're going to go for it, go for
Mahomes, Allen, Wilson.
And then say Rodgers gets traded to
Pittsburgh,
Denver, or Pittsburgh, dude. Think about all of the quarterbacks. And then who is the GOAT then in the NFC? You've got, and then you would just be left with Stafford, and that's it.
Really it.
Kirk Cousins?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, get the fuck out of here.
No, with that 5 head.
Jimmy G.
Oh, he's hot though.
He is incredibly good looking.
Incredibly good looking.
We just had to say something up top. It was fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Who day. Thank you, Bengals. A couple horrendous calls at the end, but ultimately we get to be upset that the Bengals lost the Super Bowl.
Yeah, what a hardship.
It's crazy.
My whole road going through that was I was at the Raiders game. And then after the Raiders game, I was in Dallas. And then after I was in Dallas,
Rest in peace.
Dallas, I went to Canada to watch the AFC Championship game.
Yeah.
Because I had tickets to see the U.S. men's national team.
Yeah.
So first half, the worst half, didn't really get to watch it because my phone, I'm internationally traveling. I didn't have full data.
Jesus.
So I'm like looking off a dear friend Dr. Michael Sohn's phone, and he's like,
he's Canadian.
he's giving me the updates. And then we leave because the game, so much shorter, a soccer match. We're running out of this stadium with like 15,000 other people because it's at half capacity because they're locked down.
Fuck Canada.
Fuck them. And we are running through people like we got to go.
Yeah.
We got to get in a cab. We hail a cab and then go to a bar where I was an employee because they were locked down. And they said, hey, if any cops come in, you just got hired to be a busser. So just be cool. I was like, okay.
Wow.
And watch that whole thing go down.
Damn. That's
that whole
fucking
fourth
wild.
quarter and overtime.
That's sick. I was on the go for every game except for the Super Bowl, and it kills me.
Yeah.
Every game, man. The Raiders game, I was working up at Wiley's. I watched like the first quarter at my house, drove over to Seymour's house, watched most of the second quarter at his place. Then we drove up to Dayton, listened to most of it on the radio.
Yeah.
Got there, they had it on TV. I watched or listened to every single snap of the entire game until 2 minutes left. Derek Carr driving down the field, and I get called up to middle.
Oh, man.
It was crazy.
That's bonkers.
It was crazy. And, went up, didn't really address it. Actually had a really good set just because I was so fucking charged. And get off stage, Chris Seymour's standing there by the door. He goes, "We did it, brother." He gave me a hug. I'm like, let's fucking go. The Titans game, I was doing, it was a show. God damn it. Where I can't even remember.
I know you were at
Richmond,
Virginia.
Yeah.
Because I remember you were doing a leg.
Yes, I was. But yes. Yeah, I was. Yeah, the Chiefs game was DC. 2 weeks. Yeah. But they were all just show nights, and I was like, distracted enough by the show or whatever, and then it was on the move, and then Super Bowl, I was fully locked in. But
oh, dude, did I tell you my story about the Titans game?
No.
This ties in with everything. I met Jonathan India at the tailgate.
That was so tight.
And then got the selfie, and then we're moving up, and like I'm with Alicia Schubert and Pat. Pat and I are the only ones with tickets. And I was like in line. Alicia's like, "I want to go." And I was like, "Okay, well, let me get on StubHub." Schubert's like, "I want to go too." I'm like, "Okay, whatever. You can bring in your foam finger, which is just his hand."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Fine, I'll buy your tickets. Schubert, you can pay me back later. Alicia, you can pay me in favors." And we go, and I'm waiting on SeatGeek, and I find 2 seats just to get in, and we'll just walk around. I'm standing there waiting. It's like 5 minutes to kick off. We've been standing there for 10 minutes waiting for it to confirm. It's not confirming. I'm like, what the fuck? And then this sweet man with an iPad comes up. He goes, "Hey, what's the problem?" I go, "I got 2 tickets. It's not confirming these 2 tickets from SeatGeek. I don't know what's going on." He's like, "Well, you should have used, you should have used Ticketmaster." I'm like, "That's not the problem here.
Right.
They're not confirming. What is happening?" He's like, "Well, let me see what I can do. What's the section, the seat number?" And then eventually we just go to mine, and then I transfer the tickets over because I thought I got them, and it just went to Alicia and Schubert. Then Schubert goes, "I just got my ticket," and just starts to run up. And I went, "No, do not go in. That's my ticket that I transfer you. We're still waiting."
For the Tennessee game?
No.
Oh.
Oakland game.
Okay.
And he's like, "Oh, my bad." Comes back, and the guy goes, "You know what? It's going to confirm. I'll just get you in." And we walk in. He goes to the security, like, "Their tickets are processing. Just let them in." He goes, "Okay." I walk in. We stand by right by like the king of the jungle, the throne that they have for fan of the game, whatever.
Right.
Kick goes off. My phone buzzes. I look, and it's an email from SeatGeek that my order had been canceled. And I got Alicia and Schubert into the game for free.
No way.
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah. So you get to the seats. The seats are
we just
not spoken for, but no one else had bought them. They were canceled right before the game started.
Yeah.
So you just walked to the seats, and they got free tickets.
We just walked around and stood at different parts of the stadium, which is the best way to watch any sporting event.
Wow, that's
general.
Amazing.
Yeah. It was fucking
And
awesome.
Paul Brown is kind of decent for that.
It is. It has good angles. It's not as good as like Lucas Oil, where you can literally
You
watch
be
from
anywhere.
anywhere.
Be anywhere.
But
it's
it was
like a transparent building.
Oh yeah,
There's just holes everywhere. You can just see the field anywhere.
dude. There's like an angle where it like triangles over, like diagonal from the away end zone, and it's like and it kind of
Just all
comes to a
rail
point.
space.
Yeah, dude, it looks like I'm on the front of the Titanic.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I just lean over to Jake. I'm like, hold me, Jack.
Yeah, if we're talking, I do wish Paul Brown was a little cooler.
It sucks inside, man.
It's a bad stadium.
It is very bad. So I don't know. How do you fix it? You can't. But the views of itself, like NFL stadiums suck in general.
Yeah.
Once you get in and
Weird
you're in,
shaped
it's
field.
fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
But like the fact that it feels like you're walking in a parking garage isn't great.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
nothing that says Bengals, really.
It's just all, yeah, exactly. It is. It's all concrete jungle.
Yeah, it's like, oh, how do I get to Bed Bath & Beyond from here? Where do I park my car?
Right.
Where am I
Well,
fucking going?
Fucking Bengals forever. Bengals forever.
Maybe Gronk.
Maybe Gronk. And, any offensive lineman who is a free agent and
Pay them.
And wants to win a Super Bowl.
Pay
Well,
them.
at least call the, want to meet with the Bengals.
Yeah.
Want to meet with Joey Franchise.
Oh, the Armstead from New Orleans already tweeted a picture of him in the Bengals uniform.
In a Bengals uni.
Like, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, man, if you could stay healthy 17 games, that'd be great. Let's start there. So, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff.
Either way, shit's fire.
It's great.
It was very entertaining, man.
You know what else shit is fire?
Ads.
Have you heard of Colorcast?
I have now. I can't wait to learn.
Colorcast is a live audio-only sports talk platform, free to download and use. Talk to me, other fans, athletes, and insiders in real time. Perfect for watch parties, debates, post-game breakdowns, and reacting to breaking news. Share your own experiences on the app. All you need to do is download the Colorcast app free in the iOS App Store. Create a profile, link your Twitter, and join the Sports Drink group. Follow us at the New Nasty Boys to be notified when our room goes live. We'll be going live on Colorcast someday at some time. Come with your spiciest takes.
Oh, wow. I like that.
Yeah.
That was good.
That's a real spicy guy.
And here we are with the next one. Just that guy right there?
That's it.
Just for the old drink.
Yeah, that's it, buddy.
Just for Daddy Drink, man. Today's episode of the New Nasty Boys is brought to you by Sports Drink.
Whoa.
Who would have thought? Your digital water cooler. Sports Drink is a newly created internet community that tries to find the intersection of sports and not sports.
Whoa.
Pretty cool thing. They're here to help us grow and to hate your favorite team. A rising tide lifts all boats, so go check them out online or on social. Go to sportsdrink.org or open Instagram and type in @sportsdrink, spelled like sports without the vowels. So it's sports with no O and drinks with no I.
Like churches.
All we ask is that you close the door behind you. We're trying to not let that funk out, baby.
Funky.
Go follow
wonky.
Sports Drink. No vowels, man.
No
it's a cool
vowels.
thing that they're trying to do. Shout out Andrew. Very cool shit.
Yeah, it was good to see him. We got to see him
Tall man.
I got
dude.
to see him a couple months ago.
I know.
And then going down to New Orleans to see him.
You're going down to NOLA.
I am.
When is this?
I think sometime in May. There's this thing called Broccoli Fest where they have bands, and he's like, well, would you want to come and do comedy in my backyard? I was like, yeah.
What?
That sounds awesome. Yeah.
Cool, man.
So
That'll be fun.
sweet. But yeah, man. What have you been up to? We've only had a couple months off.
I know, dude. Just comedy like crazy. Been
That's great.
getting a lot of work. Been driving around, spending a bunch of weekends gone. But it's been fun. And then when I'm home, I'm just kind of batting down the hatches. I'm either up at Go Bananas or at the Hub or at my house with my girl and my cat.
Yeah.
And settling into a nice little flow, man. It's been good.
Isn't that nice to have?
Yeah.
Consistency?
Yeah, a little consistency. And I mean, there's not a ton of consistency on the road until you can start getting like a little repetition, and then you kind of get used to the cycle and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, man, just keep my head above water, trying to save a little green,
Yeah.
pay off some debts. Just being up at Go Bananas, trying not to become an alcoholic.
That's very difficult.
How are you fighting the urge? How's the drinking been? How's the booze
Great.
been? Yeah.
Except, well, I mean, Sunday night was a disaster. But...
Yeah, I picked my car up Tuesday evening.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Monday didn't count.
Monday was not a day.
At all.
Monday was not a day.
Didn't exist.
Woke up whenever I wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we actually had a pretty good day. It was Valentine's Day. Did you and the
Right.
First Lady do anything?
We did. We ordered Chinese food.
brilliant.
Yeah, and then watched TV. It was perfect.
Me and Mo went to the Mad Potter.
Mad Potter?
The Mad Potter. It's like you walk in, there's just like a million pre-made like pottery, ranging from bowls and cups to little animals to little just like trinkets to plates to giant casserole dishes, just all these things that are just blank, molded, kilned, burned clay, and then you paint them.
That's great.
And then you glaze, and it was actually fucking fantastic.
That's a great Nate night.
It's like an hour and 15 minutes, and you're sitting there, and it's very calming, and you're painting.
Yeah.
And Mo's like an artist, so her shit turned out sick.
Yeah.
I got like a really cool speaker. You know how if you like put your phone in a cup, it's loud. Well, it's like it's like meant to be a speaker. It like amplifies sound.
Cool.
It's cool. It's like a solid piece of clay. It's like a piece of pottery.
Yeah.
But it's like, all acoustically bent and there's holes in it and shit.
That's fun.
The lady said it works really loud.
And that's cheaper than a Bluetooth speaker.
Exactly. So I got one of those, which is cool. She painted it and it's going to look sick as shit. And then she's getting a bowl that looks like her son painted it. It's just nothing. Right. Nothing has changed artistically for me.
No.
Nothing. Yeah, but it was fun.
It's not something you sit and work at.
Yeah, it's not my thing.
Not like you're going to check in every week and be like, hey, can you judge my bowl painting skills?
I know. And then we just went to Kroger and dropped a nice little stack. Nice, nothing crazy. $90-$100. Went home, made some killer dinner.
There you go.
Yeah, she's really getting fucking tight in the kitchen.
There you go.
I'm on steak duty, and then she's ripping pretty much everything else
on the sides.
Yeah, she's a beast
hey,
with it.
We
ate like kings, man.
Welcome to being domesticated, dog.
I know. I ate filet until I couldn't breathe. It was so good.
That's amazing.
How good is meat, man?
It's kind of my favorite thing.
It's just the best thing.
Dude,
God, I love a steak.
Dude, I love steak. For the Super Bowl spread, I smoked wings. Ready for this? Smoked skyline dip.
Wow.
Unreal.
Was it so good?
It was excellent.
Yeah.
Just that nice mesquite kiss of smoke.
Right there on the skyline dip.
So good. Followed by sliders with that mesquite wood.
Love it.
Fired up through the egg. Alicia made a Creole dip. That shrimp and like red peppers, green peppers, onions.
Sounds good,
like
man.
Thick boy.
In name of Joe Burrow with an X.
Dude, we made like 4 liters of hurricanes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For what?
Joe Burrow. That's like what a hurricane is a Louisiana cocktail.
Yeah, it's like what you drink on Bourbon Street.
Yeah, we stayed in theme.
Yeah.
And then Skyline dip.
For the
you gotta throw
taste.
it in. You gotta throw it in for the flair.
That was good.
Pizzazz.
I ate good on Super Bowl too. Mikey made some ribs.
They looked amazing.
He fucking nailed them. They were really, really fucking good.
I saw him with his mom, and then I'm like, oh, they've got nice ovens.
The ribs were so good, and Marty had a walking taco bar with Skyline and Gold Star chili. It was really good. Yeah, had both options.
How full was the Gold Star one?
Completely full. His wife likes it, so he got Gold Star for her.
She's not from here.
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean Cincinnati, not anywhere else.
Yeah, but that one too.
But that too. But I judge for Cincinnati bias.
Another reason, obviously, why the Bengals thing was so fun.
Yeah.
And you're going on trips. I know you went through some hard shit. I know Pawpaw, Texas, and
Dennis.
Yeah, and Danny Boy.
That sucked.
That sucks a lot, man. I'm sorry about that.
That happens. Father Time is undefeated.
It is. And you got a good perspective on it. But other than that, you've been bopping around.
Yeah, just touring around a little bit, getting out as much as I can outside of the stuff. Luckily, I didn't have a whole lot. Well, I had stuff booked in December or late November, got COVID, and had like a bunch of shows knocked off.
That's fun.
And then holiday, so I didn't book a whole lot of stuff. And then January, I was like gearing up for some more local stuff. And then boom, back to back grandparents die. And it's like I had to bail on some stuff. But next week I'm busy as shit. And then I'm booked all the way out through July.
Hell yeah.
So
hell yeah.
Let's fucking go, which is great.
It's been good to stay busy and be with the Bingies just because, baseball, the the main point of this podcast.
It's
Nothing. The only news on baseball is a bummer.
Well, before we get into that, I had something today that I really wanted to talk to you about.
Okay.
Have you ever had like plant-based meats?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Have you ever had one that's good?
Just the Impossible Burger.
That's fine. I agree. That's a fine
That's
burger.
the only one. Other than that, like vegan chicken nuggets, just fuck off completely.
I think they're delicious.
I mean,
but I get it.
They're bad.
They're bad for you still.
Yeah, sure. And they don't. I'm sure. Yeah, dude, they're fine. If you take vegan chicken nuggets and like toss them, dip them in enough sauce, then it's fine. But they taste like a bad chicken nugget.
yeah.
Vegan chicken nuggets suck my dick.
Dude, they are. It's just a white sponge.
It's so gross.
Yeah, it's just like a shitty paint roller for sauce.
Literally.
That's it.
Yeah, it is a vessel for sauce.
That's all it is.
And that is all it is. And if you can crisp them up enough where it crunches a little, then that is a saving grace.
Air fry it.
But yes, exactly.
Yeah.
You can air fry anything into goodness. I'd eat a piece of air fried tofu with the right sauce.
It's very good.
Yeah, I bet. But why?
I had cauliflower pizza. Have you had that?
Yeah, I know it exists.
They redid their crust. It's amazing now. It actually tastes like straight up a little bit thicker, thin pizza. Right?
Okay.
It's amazing. I can't recommend it more. We are not sponsored, but I will reach out.
It crisps up and shit?
Crisps up beautifully.
Okay.
Only problem, we got the only ones they had left were with plant-based pepperoni.
That's horrendous.
Get the fuck out of here with that.
That's horrendous.
Plant-based pepperoni. It was somehow tasted like rubber with the consistency of mud.
Yeah. American pepperoni is supposed to be made of chicken, pigs, and cows.
Yeah.
All their parts matched into one with a little fucking Dago sprinkled in there.
Yeah.
And you turn it into a fucking, there you go.
It's not complicated. It's supposed to be greasy and not great for you.
Kill 3 different kinds of animals, jam them into a thin disc, and put them on my pizza.
Walk into the animal farm, shoot all of them, grind them up.
Every single one.
And case it. That's it. I'm not asking for a lot. It's foul. Well, it's not foul because there's no bird in it. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. I would not recommend it.
Yeah.
It was awful. It had the consistency of like that tubed paint you had in elementary school.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Like that. Why?
Like a thick oil-based paint.
Yeah. Why do you think you're better off eating that than not the animal or George Orwell's Animal Farm that could live on this pizza?
Right.
What is going on here?
I don't know. I mean, that's the weird thing about vegans. Is it's like if you're a vegan, why do you keep making like fake meat?
No reason. There's no reason for this.
Just don't like it.
No.
You're making fake freakish chicken patties.
You want to think you're better than me because you're eating just plastic.
You're eating a fucking science project.
Yeah. No. Get out of here.
Yeah, man.
Get out of here.
Yeah, that's whack, dude. I would buy a cauliflower. I've eaten cauliflower pizza.
I'm telling you, this is the real deal.
Yeah. Okay. Cauliflower.
Fight the cauliflower that be.
Okay. Fight the cauliflower at B. Hell yeah, dude. Fight the fucking cauliflower.
Yeah. But I highly recommend it. Just get like real meat on it.
Mm-hmm.
So here's another.
Buy it plain and make it yourself.
Right. They have just the crust.
I know. That's what I saw. I saw the cauliflower crust, just the crust, and I was like, okay, that could be fun.
It's really fun. You make your own pizza.
I love making pizza.
It's great.
Pizza's a great date night in as well.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's an experience. It's a thing. You create something.
And it leads to more conversation because then you're going, oh, what do you like on your pizza? Here's why I like it. Tell me why you like this. And then you get to learn about somebody with the canvas that they have in front of them.
And it's pizza.
So
eventually you get to make and eat pizza, which is the best thing in the world.
I'm glad I'm glad we ended on that part.
I fucking love pizza. Yeah, you get to eat it.
Yeah, I've never met anyone who doesn't like pizza.
Yeah, that's a huge red flag.
Monster red flag. I prefer flatbreads. No,
you don't.
No, you don't. You're lying to yourself.
You eat a Panera, you piece of trash.
Yeah, you don't take risks in life. How about that?
God, who's eating at Panera?
I don't know. You mean that fancy hospital food?
It is so bad.
Dude.
Do you remember back in the day when Panera was like top tier food?
No, I've never remembered it.
Maybe I was just young, but like when Panera first hit, everyone was like, Jesus Christ, what is this fast food 5-star restaurant? And now it really is. It's just like
trash.
It's Starbucks food at best.
Oh, yeah. I think Starbucks food is better.
Maybe there's a chance. And even Starbucks, they don't even try to hide it. You're like, can I have a sandwich? And they're like, yep. And they just pull out a sandwich in a bag and put it in the microwave.
Yep. They just cut the plastic off and like, yeah, it's like Jimmy
I'm
Dean.
a chef. Yeah, it's fucking wild.
I'm a chef.
I know, man.
I know, dude.
Panera's just falling off hard. When's the last time you've been to a Chipotle?
A long time.
Because every Chipotle right now is just operating with like 1.5 employees.
Right.
I feel so bad for every Chipotle I walk into.
Well, you know, they're owned by McDonald's.
I love Chipotle.
Found this out about Chipotle. Did you know that Chipotle prides itself on like each region by buying from local farms?
I believe that.
Which sounds like a great idea until you like think about it. You're like, wait, all my locally sourced shit is still going to a massive corporation.
Yeah, that sucks.
It's still shit.
Yeah, that sucks.
It's still a company that
it's a
was
thought that
bought by
counts. I
McDonald's.
appreciate the idea, but that's
Sure.
in theory.
In theory, but then you're still slave driving that farm to be like, we need 80,000 heads of lettuce.
Yeah.
So that we can serve Timmy his fucking Chipotle bowl with fake tofu.
Yeah.
Or fake chorizo.
So fritas.
So free. Oh, it's disgusting.
I fuck with Chipotle hard though.
See, I'll go.
Chipotle.
I don't hate it, but if you're telling me if I'm about to get something door dashed, I'm not going with Chipotle.
I wouldn't
first.
DoorDash Chipotle.
If I'm driving by and I'm like, I guess I'll go there.
I've got one right by the crib, but I've always been a huge Chipotle guy. It's just if you're in a bit of a pinch,
yeah, right by that speedway.
Yeah.
You
can just kind of like eat relatively healthy quickly.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, you can get the bowl.
I get a bowl, it's fucking rice, beans, a protein, and then a bunch of vegetables.
Done.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than Wendy's.
Yeah, and Skyline that's right there.
Yeah.
How often are you at that Skyline?
Not very often, man. They close early.
What?
Everything closes down early over there, man.
Oh yeah, you can't get anything to eat there past 9 o'clock.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing. No.
Which is a bummer, but it saved me a lot of money and probably made me a thinner person.
Now,
that's the thing is it's like when you're out on the road and you get out of a show, what if
Mhm.
if you're just like staying at a hotel and you're in town, or we got an athletic at the exact same time.
Yeah. Basketball.
It's been hard to, find that past midnight Taco Bell or Wendy's or anything.
Right.
I would just always, if I was out eating,
Yeah.
if I just made $40 to do a show in Columbus,
I'm balling
balling the fuck out.
Yeah, I'm getting 9 things off the dollar menu.
Yeah, exactly. But that's not an option anymore. You got to like stop at a Speedway and get a
Nope.
fucking 10-hour-old corn dog and a bag of nuts.
Gross. I'll just get pork rinds. Thank you.
Yeah.
I get that. Being back out, I've gained most of the weight I lost. So fucking that happens.
Yeah, that does happen. But you know what? Dude,
It's up and down.
yeah.
That's just how it works.
Life fluctuates. This summer's about to be so sick.
This summer is about to be great. This summer is about to be great because I can't wait to have that backyard ready.
Yeah.
For Christmas, Alicia got me a 60-quart seafood boil kit.
Jeez.
So we're throwing down.
Thriving.
Yeah, dude. I'm going to be the seafood king out in the backyard.
The boil master.
Ball.
Big bowl master.
Oh, I'm Billy Boyle.
Hell yeah, man. That sounds delicious.
I'm
Billy Boyle?
Billy Boyle. I'll do a pop-up in the backyard.
Yeah, dude. Eventually, you will start making money off of the food that you cook.
I think so. I think I am going to do a pop-up. I think at some point I'm going to make a fake well, not a fake LLC, like an Instagram page, and then be like, come to this if you want this.
Yeah, done.
And see what happens.
You should.
And that's that is going to happen this summer.
Yeah.
That's on the books. And then a bunch of shit out of town. And then a bunch of weddings. And hopefully Reds baseball.
Hopefully. Pitchers and catchers were supposed to report yesterday, Wednesday the 16th, or Tuesday the 15th.
Yeah.
Today is Wednesday.
And position players were supposed to report today.
And they didn't.
No, they didn't, because they are locked out by the owners.
Still locked the fuck out.
Mind you, we need to keep that in mind when we're thinking of this, that they are locked out by the owners. It is not a players' strike, which someone said to me that they were like, oh yeah, well, the players are striking.
No, this is a owner's strike.
This is owners saying, you can't come here because our CBA isn't agreed upon. Great.
Can't enter the building.
Can't do it. Cool. We'll just go and keep doing what we would normally do, just a little longer.
Something made the rounds on Twitter after the Super Bowl win about how one of the weirdest traditions in sports is that the first person to hold the championship trophy is the owner.
Yes.
I can see the logic.
It's theirs.
It's theirs. It's their team. Their team won. They funded it.
They're the boss.
They funded it.
Yeah.
Man, give me an owner who says, I don't need to hold it first.
I'm good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get to hold it first. Players that won.
Yeah, the guys who did the stuff. I am just the old rich dude who happens to have all money.
Yeah, man. You get an owner like that, you get a team that wins a lot of championships, I bet.
For sure. You definitely do.
Maybe I'm romanticizing it because, you do kind of want some cutthroat owner who's always thinking forward or everything. And wants, but also it's like, man, the fact that it's an owner strike just really boils my goddamn biscuits.
And it's only getting worse.
Yeah.
As much as we wanted to get better, it's just getting worse.
They keep throwing us little baits out that like they're talking.
Right. Oh, they're talking
universal DH
tomorrow. Yeah, which was just always a given.
It was fully a given. It should have happened last year. It's a shame.
And it sucks that the first thing that went was like the players getting to go to free agency earlier.
Yeah.
And fighting for the pre-arb guys and arbitration staying the same, which is a bummer. And it basically it all boils down to the competitive balance tax, and it boils down to service time manipulation. And it seems like the owners aren't going to do anything, and they're just going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing until they're like, it's opening day. Do you guys want to get paid? Then you're going to have to give in to all of our demands.
Yeah.
And the players will be like, no, they truly have all the control. Like you see it on social media. Like if you follow them on Twitter and see all these players just like, fuck you, basically, to their boss. It's awesome.
Fuck off.
With all of the reason to have that attitude.
It's a valid point. They're not being brats. No. Fuck off.
The fact of the matter.
How mad would you be if you were a player?
God. I'd be stewing because it seems like they just aren't listening. They're not giving it at all with like any type of standard negotiation. There's nothing happening in good faith with such a big labor negotiation term.
They're acting like bosses. They're acting like shitty dickhead bosses.
Oh, you're telling me that guys in their mid to late 70s, early 80s who are super wealthy from running a cutthroat business.
Billionaires.
They're
going to start extending olive branches now.
Yeah. No, that's not happening.
None of these motherfuckers made their money in philanthropy. They're all, they're all pretty cutthroat dudes.
Yeah, they own like
tech companies,
oil,
or
it's just crazy shit. What was Jim Crane? Jim Crane was oil. Billy Epler, it's got to be all just Castellini, groceries.
Yeah. It's all stuff. There's probably an owner whose family has had money because of like train tracks.
Yeah. Old steel.
Yeah,
money.
I got slave money. Yeah.
Right. And then they're like, well, I own these people, so I'm not going to pay them.
It's like U.S. Senator from Arkansas, Tom Cotton. It's like, how'd your family make their money? Let me guess. Mr. Cotton.
Yeah. Oh, Habitat for Humanity.
Yeah, that's it. They're building houses for the poor and amassed $30 billion.
But and also with the owning people thing, it kind of correlates to what they're doing with the minor leaguers. Did you know that when they show up to spring training, they're not paid? They're not paying them because of the players being locked out. They're not paying them, and they said that it is, quote, good life experience.
That is so insane.
Isn't that one of the most batshit things you've ever heard? So that's like when we do a show and it's like, all right, pay me for my services. And they're
like, no, it's exposure. We got some pictures of you. We'll put it on the Instagram.
Yeah. You're like, oh, cool. Exposure keeps the lights on.
Not paying the minor leaguers?
Not.
After, now it just makes that decision a couple months back where they were like, we're going to house them.
Yeah.
We're going to give them a house.
Right.
We're going to let them live in an apartment, not their fucking car.
Yeah, dude.
And now it's like, that was clearly just a move to buy some grace, and so they came out and did this bullshit. They knew it was on the horizon.
Right. And I just feel so bad because like you've seen all the threads with these minor leaguers recently, like coming out and talking about it?
No.
So this is a really good thread by Jack Kruger. He said, about to start my 7th season in the minor leagues, my firsthand experience. So you get to if you spend 6 years in the minor leagues, you then become a free agent. But getting there is impossible in general. He's saying, like, I don't want to convince anybody. He said, after being drafted in 2016, I went to rookie ball, 12-hour bus rides through the night, more peanut butter and jelly sandwiches than you can believe, and long days at the park. Made $480 every paycheck. So every 2 weeks, $480, no pay in the off season.
So just nothing.
2017, I lived in a 2-bedroom apartment with 7 other guys. Unfurnished apartment, slept on air mattress, 2 guys in each room, 2 guys in the living room, 1 guy in the kitchen. Last year started in AAA as a 2-time minor league all-star who was 1 level below the bigs. I was set to make $12,000 for the whole year.
That is so crazy. Less than a comedian.
Poverty line.
Less than a comic.
Yeah. And this, one of the things that he says is like, here we go. I've had teammates who were homeless. I've had teammates skip numerous meals. I've had teammates get called up and down more than 20 times in a season. I've missed weddings. I've missed events. Besides my signing bonus, I've made very little money. I chose this life. I'm not complaining. At any point, I could have left. I could have done something else, but this is where it sticks out for me. But what would you have done? Thrown away 20 plus years of grinding, working hard, and becoming skilled in a rare profession? Would you walk away from that opportunity?
Yeah, you wouldn't.
No.
Of course you wouldn't.
These guys that are coming out and saying this stuff, it's super important.
Yeah, man.
And I feel like it's
see that's the thing, is it's like, it's important for what? It's important for us to hear, and it's important for these stories to get out. But as far as like moving the needle for these fucking owners, I don't think they give a fuck.
No, they don't.
They don't give a fuck.
No, not
they
at
don't
all.
care about the players that they're paying $15 million a year.
Right.
You know, as long as they ice their fucking knees and stretch, don't get hurt or pop for PEDs,
right?
They don't give a fuck about these guys.
No.
So it's like, no one loves a heartstring more than I do. But I mean, that story, the saddest part about that story means nothing.
Right.
It does nothing to move the needle. That's the saddest part. Is that there are just thousands and thousands and thousands of stories just like that, and they could all come to light. And maybe then,
right,
if there was like this huge upswelling and everyone gave a fuck about it, but that's the real crux of all of this. People didn't give a fuck about baseball before this happened.
Right.
Now you want them to go to business school, learn about arbitration and fucking agree. It's like, no.
Mm-mm. They need to learn how to be their
dingers and free agents. Throw the ball 100 miles an hour.
Yeah. And now they have to learn how to run a TikTok now to become a personality.
For real, to be able to pay the bills that way.
Yeah. Isn't that fucking bonkers?
It is heartbreaking.
It is extremely heartbreaking. And almost makes me wish that those guys, like, if like, dude, this could be a real moment for independent baseball.
For sure.
Like
the Florence Rials, baby.
Yeah. The Lexington Legends. Yep. Like all these, the Danville Otterbots. What a fun name.
Could be a real moment. You're right.
Like these guys could come together and be like, fuck this. Get some real revenue going. Like, why pay these guys that they're, there's 6 dudes being paid an absorbent amount of money, or, like 20, and then, or be like, you can come and support some local guys and come and like enjoy real baseball.
Yeah.
And help somebody out. I don't know, man. I
don't think it's too pie in the sky, because those indie league stadiums typically are sold out at 2,500.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
The Savannah Bananas have been sold out every game for the past like 6 years.
Right. And when the Legends first came to town, those games were sold out. It's not pie in the sky, especially if there isn't any other baseball going on.
Right.
Oh, dude, you think opening day rolls around? I mean, we know that's not happening. But if it rolls around, May,
right,
early June or whatever, you don't think people are going to drive down to Florence to go to a Florence Y'all's game?
I'm doing it.
It'll be packed. I'll be there.
Yeah, it'll be great.
I'm going to fucking try out.
You should.
Yeah.
You a goner.
I'm going to start stretching, man. You need a goddamn Rover.
Yeah, Rover.
You need a bat boy, man.
Yeah, dude. You know what? I'll be a bullpen catcher.
Hell yeah.
I'll sign me up.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
But the problem is now that they're arguing, so they're saying, like DH, they're like, the owner's like, well, we'll finally will finally pay another player to do half a job, which is
Yeah.
how they've always seen it,
Yeah.
which is asinine, because instead you should be like, oh, we can put someone up and out there that protects our pitcher. So it doesn't get hit in the arm or get hit in the elbow
Exactly.
or sprain his wrist just putting pine tar on
Yeah.
a bat.
Yeah.
Like, it's silly.
Yeah.
And that's a big concession that the owners made. And then the players like, well, we just screwed the younger guys again with pre-arb and all this stuff. And to show you how far apart they are, they came up with an idea, which if a player is pre-arb and he's top 30 and more, there should be a pool, a money pool for them to get bonuses, because they aren't making as much compared to everybody else. Like a first-year player now makes, they just got raises, $450,000. Now every tier pre-arb just got raises, which is great to hear. So that's a concession, but that should just be market value anyway. Who cares? Fuck you. You should have been doing that anyway. There's a pool of money that would go to each one of those players. The players said, oh yeah, $100 million should be split up between any of those players if that happens. And then the owners said, we like that idea. We're in. $10 million. 1/10 of what they were going to offer. And then the players went up went up 5 million, and the owners went up to $15 million. They're like, how about 105? They're like, how about 15? It's like not even close eye to eye.
Yeah.
Not even.
I mean, at that point, it's like passive aggressive. Yeah.
Yeah.
You call with 100, they answer with 10.
Yeah.
And then you call with 105, and then I mean, that's just petty bullshit.
Exactly. It's all petty. And then the competitive balance tax, which would go up, which means that teams would, like, they want it to be up by, I think, 2026, it would be $266 million, which means any team that goes over $266 million has to pay a fine, which goes into revenue sharing. Dude, that's not going to stop teams from tanking, which is the problem with the game.
Yeah.
There needs to be a floor, which they've discussed, but the owners aren't going to do it. And I don't know where they're at. I haven't seen any news, but they are starting to come around to the idea of a lottery for the draft.
Be cool.
It's a necessity.
Yeah.
So instead of just having the Pittsburgh Pirates continue to tank and go and get the number 1 overall pick, now you have, so I think it's right now we're at a number.
The lottery system is good.
Lottery system's great.
Yeah.
So then you don't have a race towards the bottom.
Yeah.
I love what Jason Stark said. Jason Stark a couple months ago had an article. He said that teams that were close to the playoffs should be given the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah.
And then second closest, third closest, because they're putting in an effort. They're trying. They were just as close.
Oh, like the teams that finish 76 and 84. Or even better, you're whatever, you're 85 and 70, 75 or whatever it would be.
Your Reds would have been the second overall pick.
You'd be the Reds.
You'd be the Reds. And that's
a great idea. It encourages non-complacency.
Correct. And instead of just tanking and bottoming out, to get and build this young, cheap talent so you can build a core.
Yeah.
And then implementing with free agents, which Pittsburgh never does anyway.
Exactly. Pittsburgh seems, for a bunch of Pirates, they seem pretty lost at sea.
Hey, there it is. But yeah, I think that's a great idea. So then you have the Baltimore Orioles trying. You have everybody who is actually making money from these TV deals.
Yeah.
And people coming into the stadiums and coming into the ballparks, they get that revenue generated in. It's so weird. If you try, people want to watch a product.
Right. That's the biggest disconnect that we just, that we've been screaming for years and years. That's the biggest disconnect, is it's like, don't you understand that if you spend a little money, that's when you make the money?
Yeah.
If your team is the hottest shit in town, I mean, because especially coming off of this Bengals stuff, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus, we're third fiddle to UC football.
And who knows what FC Cincinnati
exactly.
does.
What if they stop sucking? If they come in 5th in the league next year, huge story.
That's playoffs.
Yeah, huge story.
And they're already 3rd in attendance in all of MLS.
Exactly. Yeah, man, that's scary, dude.
You could lose an entire generation of folks.
Full on. Yeah, you could argue that you already did.
I would agree with that. And on a national level, you could have that with what's going on with all this stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Just and from watching someone talk about it from an like who doesn't cover the MLB.
Yeah.
They said like they know the numbers, they just need to go get it done. I'm like, no, they don't.
Yeah.
No, they're so far
No,
apart.
they don't. No, exactly. They can't.
They can't.
I can't believe that they do know the numbers, because if I accept the fact that they know the numbers, then the scarier reality is that they simply do not give a fuck and none of it matters.
Sure. Bro, this would be like my cousin going to go negotiate with with like their grandpa.
Yeah.
And being like, hey, I need you to pay me. And they're like, back in my day, we didn't tie our shoes with TikToks.
I
And
know.
they're like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
It's such a massive gap.
What did you got? Both rookie of the years, both comeback player of the years in one city.
Both comeback players.
Did Joey not win?
No, he was never bad enough to be considered.
Oh, yeah, right. I thought, yeah. Who was I thinking about?
That's a great question. And I don't have an answer for you.
I don't know. Oh, no, I was thinking of Joey in 2020 when he was like hurt the prior or something.
Games.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, but either way, the city's hot. I mean, we have the flair. Like India could be Burrow.
I agree.
As far as swag goes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like popularity can't reach the ceiling of the hottest quarterback in the NFL, because that's just a different ceiling.
No.
But like, you know, India fucks around, goes and makes an all-star game.
Oh,
like,
for sure.
He's a star. He could be a star.
Yeah.
If he keeps putting up, he has star power.
Dude, I don't doubt with the Reds what core we have building.
Right.
Like, I don't doubt. I'm not still sitting around stewing like, man, I wish they would sign Castellanos. No, it's a bad move.
It's over. Yeah.
He wants 7 years, 210.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
No,
that's
can't.
not that. Even if I had the deepest of pockets, I'd be like, I could sign so much.
Yeah,
more.
I know you can't do it.
No.
I'm glad we're on the same page with that.
Yeah, and I like I'll see on Twitter people like, oh my god, let's go get Nick, let's go bring him. I'm like, he's not coming back.
No, it's not happening.
No, he's just get used to it. He's going to be in the gray and red and wearing a Navy cap in Boston.
Yep.
Just live with that.
Yep.
Or a lot the rumor mill before they got locked out, whatever, is Miami.
That is the one that
fun.
Makes the most sense to me.
I would buy a Castellanos Miami jersey.
Fuck yeah, dude, because that team is already kind of fun.
And with a bunch of young pitching.
Yeah, all young pitching.
It's gonna be
like
sick.
6 young starters.
Yeah, it'll be fun to watch.
Miami would be fun, and that's a huge park. He'd hit 150 doubles.
Dude, he would just right center field all day
long.
So I would be excited for him to be there. But the Reds did make some signings that they were legally allowed to do.
Some wee little blads born in the year 2006.
Oh, younger. Ricardo Cabrera. He's 17 years old.
Yeah.
He is the 3rd overall prospect, according to Baseball America and MLB Pipeline.
It's a nice little pickup.
For international signings. It's a 5-tool player, supposedly. We'll see what happens. And it's hard to even say, like, what a 17-year-old kid's going to do.
You have no idea. He could be out of the game in 3 years.
He could be Josh Hamilton.
Yeah.
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 He could get up here and be like, cocaine's cool.
Yeah, for sure. I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often.
I am too. Maybe it's because it's like hard to do cocaine around 8 other roommates because you're getting paid dog shit.
Exactly. It's hard to buy cocaine when you make $12,000 a year.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't have to eat because you wouldn't be hungry.
Yeah, that's true. See that ball better.
And then there's Antoine Valencia. I have no idea if I said that right.
Antoine.
Anthuan. Antoine?
Antoine.
It sounds like a lisp.
Yeah.
Antoine.
It's like Barcelona.
He has 5-tool potential. He's rated amongst the top. He's top 50 agents in his free agents in his class. And then just another outfielder, Esmith Pineda, 17 years old, $800 to $1,000 signing bonus.
Damn, that's
a
lot of money.
Power, which is his power potential is great, which is above average to plus. His arm strength rates out nearly as well as above average. He could play right field. This is all according to Doug Gray with RedsMinorLeagues.com.
I know Doug.
Doug's great. You can't go wrong. But yeah, it's all nothing really crazy excited to get psyched on, considering you're going to have to wait 6 years before anything were to
Yeah, we'll have kids
happen.
by the time they're playing.
Yeah, exactly. Or we will have gotten rid of kids by the time
That
that's
too.
happened.
That's also an option.
So,
what do you make of? Let's hit those other reads real quick.
Oh yeah,
but I want to
yeah.
bring up what you think of the Bonds Clemens Hall situation.
Yes, well, let's do. Oh no, it disappeared.
You guys remember those ads from the beginning of the show?
Yeah. They're the same things.
Well, we're gonna get ready to read them again.
Today's episode of the New Nasty Boys is brought to you by Sports Drink, your digital water cooler. Sports Drink is a newly created internet community that tries to find the intersection of sports and not sports. They're here to help us grow and to hate your favorite team. A rising tide lifts all boats, so go check them out online or social. Go to sportsdrink.org or open Instagram and type in sports drink, spelled like sports drink without the vowels.
No O, no I.
No. All we ask is that you close the door behind you. We're trying not to let the funk out.
Can't let that funk out over there at Sportsbook, baby.
Sports
Drink. Sorry, Sports Drink, baby. And we're brought to you by Colorcast. Colorcast is a live audio-only sports talk platform, okay? It's free to download and use, just like the other things we've been peddling, man. You can talk to us, other fans, athletes, sports insiders, all in real time. It's perfect to like host a watch party or, just debates, get on there and talk shit with all of your buddies, post-game breakdowns and reacting to breaking news. And, it's just another way to share your own experiences on an app.
There you go.
Harnessing that internet to have your voice heard. All you need to do is download the Colorcast app. It's free in the iOS App Store. Create a profile, link that Twitter up, and join the New Nasty Boys League.
Yeah.
Join that group, man. Follow us at the New Nasty Boys on Twitter. You can be notified when our room goes live. We're going to be going live on Colorcast soon. You better fucking believe it.
You better believe it.
All right, come get your spiciest takes. Pow. Spicy takes, man.
Love a good spice take.
A spicy take, I'll say this. Barry Bonds and not in the Hall of Fame is a travesty.
Yeah, dude. How do you tell the story of baseball without him in there?
Travesty.
And the fact is, before he was using steroids, he was a Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer, first ballot.
Zero doubt in my mind.
One of the three greatest baseball players to ever play.
No, and instead you just have a bunch of old crotchety white men.
You got Craig Biggio in the Hall, but not Barry Bonds.
Right.
Yeah, man. I mean,
that doesn't make a lick of sense to me.
The Baseball Writers Association, like we've always said, man, it's as old and antiquated and dead as the game.
Yep. I couldn't agree.
It completely just reflects that, and it sucks. I hate it.
Look at it this way. It's a museum, right? Barry Bonds' home run record, career home run record. That bat's in there, right?
Yeah.
His bat and probably batting gloves and uniform for when he broke the record.
Oh, yeah.
The single season homers is in there. But yet you can't give him a plaque.
Can't have the man's face sit there because his face is already in there.
It's prevalent in there.
I would say that, the bag from the first 40-40, or was that Canseco?
First 40-40.
Bonds was one of them. He started either 30-30 or 40-40.
40, yeah, because I know Larkin was the first shortstop to 30-30.
Yeah.
Didn't Eric Davis 40-40?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Either way, man, you can
there.
just talk about it all day long, but he is a Hall of Famer.
No doubt.
He is a Hall of Famer.
Zero doubt, man.
And so is Clemens.
That one's iffy.
It's not as surefire as Barry Bonds, but minus PEDs, Roger Clemens got in 5 years ago.
Well, he wasn't when he went to Toronto, he was starting to decline.
Yeah, sure.
And then he started taking steroids.
And then that's true.
So I'm not giving it to him.
Pitching's different.
I agree. And it's also,
hitting is still hitting.
Right.
You're optimizing your body, yes. Unfair advantage for recovery and fast twitch and extra power. Sure. It's still hitting a baseball. Pitching, it is a different beast.
For sure. I'm saying
in my opinion.
I'm saying, he going from 94 to 99 is a big difference.
Yeah.
So that's tough. But Barry Bonds just was hitting it 15 feet farther.
Right.
It's not like, and he
was hitting balls into the ocean.
Sure. And the whole fucking thing of the late 90s, early 2000s, the MLB ad campaign was chicks dig the long ball.
It was their whole thing. It saved the game. We've done this a million times. Summer of 98 saved the game. It's dying again.
Yeah.
But it was dying back then too. It was fully dead on the vine.
Yep. And you're telling me you can't let those guys in even though you profited and saved the game from it?
Yeah, it's a nightmare. It's so ridiculous.
It's so petty.
I know.
It's just petty.
I know. That's what baseball it is. It's a bunch of old, crotchety, petty fucking people. And that's what we get. And now look where we stand.
Right. And we're here dealing with these old, crotchety men not letting the game continue to happen.
A definitive third place with pockets of the country. We're in fourth place as far as the four major sports.
So you're going football.
It goes football, NBA, Major League Baseball.
Agreed.
Countrywide.
Yeah, you could even put the NBA tops in most other countries.
Oh, for sure.
Well, soccer than that, but
I mean,
but the NBA juggernaut.
The dreams of Major League Baseball being international anywhere other than like the Dominican and Cuba or
Japan,
it's like
Korea,
Japan, but like. There's still a ceiling. They don't really give that much of a flying fuck.
Right.
Not compared to the NBA on an international level, and certainly not compared to the NFL here in America.
The only place that I would say like that would be close is Japan.
Yeah.
Those fans are crazy.
Yeah, ravenous.
But I can't the one I agreed with not getting in is Schilling.
Yeah.
I mean, there's the rumor floating around that the sock is fake, for starters.
Really?
Two, he said he asked to be taken off the ballot.
That the sock is fake?
Yes.
Like, what are those rumors?
That he put blood in there to amp the dramatics. Yeah. Just knowing it was the World Series and like it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, because I mean, the bloody sock thing is so crazy. It's like, what? You had a compound fracture?
Yeah. But yet you still pitched a gem. Okay.
Yeah, that's weird.
He's just a piece of shit in general. So,
yeah.
Real piece of work.
Pieces of shit are allowed in the Hall of Fame.
Sure.
But,
I agree.
Yeah, pieces of shit are allowed in the Hall of Fame.
I agree with you. We've got plenty of them in there.
Yeah. Most of them, you could argue.
Yeah. But then it's not there is a morality clause, but come on. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Fuck out of here.
No,
that's ridiculous, man. No, it's the word that you keep using, man. It's petty.
Yep.
It's just petty and it's holding the game back.
It's heartbreaking.
But whatever. I am genuinely bummed for Barry Bonds. And Roger.
He'll be fine.
He will be fine, but it would suck. It would suck.
He can get in by a veterans committee.
Yeah.
It'll happen. He'll get in, and then Clemens will get in on a veterans committee too. I mean, it'll eventually happen. But the thing is that we have, instead of where we talked about, who was the guy 2 years ago where we're like, really, he's getting in? It was, he played for like 12 different teams, and it's going to bother me. So I'm going to look it up real quick.
Yeah. Who was it?
It was, he played for like the White Sox, MLB Hall of Fame inductees. Harold Baines.
Oh yeah, Harold Baines, Hall of Famer.
Come on, no. Jim Katz's a Hall of Famer. I'll give you longevity.
Yeah,
but that's this year.
No,
but yet you're not going to let a guy who smashed records, even without steroids, he smashed his on-base percentage.
Game.
Yep.
Steroids don't go out there and make you bat 360.
No, they don't. Also, steroids don't make you stand up there and they throw 4 balls and you walk in a run.
I know. He got intentionally walked with the bases loaded.
Insane.
Like multiple times.
Insane.
Just the pitcher just bending over.
God.
Fucking rules.
It's infuriating. It's just infuriating. But
whatever, man. He ain't a Red.
Ain't that the truth?
He ain't a Red.
Started off as one of them dirty pirates.
Okay, assuming that we can eventually ever play.
Okay.
Universal DH.
It's great.
Sign Joey to 2030.
Oh, for sure. Let him just.
I
do
mean,
whatever.
literally give him a 5-year deal if he wants it.
Yeah. Hey, if you want to stay and play,
You can just be DH coach essentially.
that's it.
We'll throw you in at first base once a month for shits and giggles.
Yeah. And then you just get on. That's it.
Yeah.
Just be Edgar Martinez.
For real, dude. Just be
I'm in.
the OPP. Yeah, just have a guy who gets on 48% of the time in the
Right.
DH spot in the 7-hole.
Dude, it actually adds so much flexibility.
Oh, infinity.
Because you can rotate Tyler Stevenson out from behind the dish, save his knees. Moose has a position now at DH or first.
Yeah.
And
depending on who's DHing, yeah.
And same with Gino. You can rotate him out at third and put Moose at third. And
we were
DH.
bitching about it all year last year. The DH solves a lot of problems for the Reds. It really does. With our current roster, the universal DH in the NL actively makes us a better, more deep roster.
Far better. The only problem that you have is what do you do in right field? What are you going to do when everybody gets back together and you're allowed to sign people?
Yeah.
You need to sign Jock Peterson
and someone else.
Who's that someone else?
I don't know. Another Jock Peterson type of Duvall, Adam.
No, he's still with.
Oh, yeah. He's not a free agent.
No, he's not a free agent.
We've done this.
And there was one guy I wanted to bring back, but we can't now. The Wild Horse.
Yasiel?
Yeah, he's in Korea.
Oh, yeah. He's signed in Korea. Good for him.
Yeah, man.
Go get paid, be a fucking star, and kill.
And murder.
Yeah.
Dude, literally kill a fan in the stands.
Yeah.
By whacking one so hard.
It'll be awesome. Those people, those fans will love him.
Yeah.
The arrival of the pig.
The pig. But Friel is not your answer in right field. If he were to be your starting right fielder.
Who?
TJ Friel.
Oh, TJ Friel, where's he coming from? Oh, yeah.
Then we have a problem.
Yeah.
We have a massive problem.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. So fill that, get some relief pitching. There's still plenty available. Just need to go.
It'll be interesting to see how quickly everything gets sucked up once we get the go.
I think it'll be immediate.
It'll have to be.
I think as soon as the ink is dried, the papers have been faxed, you're going to just start seeing left and right. They're still talking.
Yeah.
They got to be.
Yeah. There's no way that they're not talking.
No way, none whatsoever. So we'll see what happens. I have to have faith.
Yeah, maybe
that they'll do something.
Maybe we rip a pod next week and something crazy happens and they're just like, all right,
yeah,
let's play.
Yeah, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. I mean, I don't think a deal gets done tomorrow in any way, shape, or form, but there could be progress.
We can be optimistic for forward progress.
Right. I will say this: the season might be delayed. It will be delayed a month.
Yeah,
I've zeroed out in my mind.
At the least,
zeroed out. What was it? I wish I could make this bet somewhere. I want to bet that MLB The Show comes out before the season.
Oh, that's fun. When is it set to come out?
April 5th.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a sure thing.
It's a fire. It's fire.
That's a sure thing. That's a 2-to-1 odd.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. Fuck. Did you hear the bet that Stone and Singer made?
No.
Like 18 months ago, they were driving around in the desert, killing time, swing by Vegas. They each bet 25. So $50 a year and a half ago for the Bengals to win the 2022 Super Bowl. If the Bengals had won, they would have split 15 grand.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
God damn it.
7,500.
That would be nice.
Yeah, man.
I made $27.
Me and Mo bet $100 worth of props and broke completely even.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it was fun.
I had Stafford would throw an interception.
Nice.
What was the other prop I had? I forget the other prop that hit. Doesn't matter. But then I bet the Bengals on the spread and the under.
I bet
and that hit.
We did mybookie.ag.
Hey,
and
former sponsor.
Yeah, and we were doing it. She just got a wild hair up her ass and was like, "Hey, I put $100 in. Let's make some bets." I was like, "Okay." And I was fucking up. I couldn't work the app very well.
Yeah.
So I made a bet to win $25 that Jesse Bates would make an interception.
Oh.
Because of my stupidity, I made that bet 3 times. and won $75.
Hey.
Yeah, so we did better than break even.
There you go.
Yeah, it was nice. It was fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, God, can't even talk about it anymore.
I know.
What could have been?
I don't want to think about it.
We're fine, man.
I'm up $105 in my Bet Online account.
Let's go, man.
NBA, baby.
NBA, you're the basketball daddy.
That's what
And
I'm doing.
on the Sports Drink Network, Gambling for Shoes, Jack's podcast is great.
It's so good.
It's really good. He's pretty good at it. He just rips like these 30, 40 minutes solos.
Yeah.
And they're quite good.
I told him, I said, you need to have me on. Let's talk basketball.
That's what we were I was just talking to him about it recently, and he wants to start having guests on. Yeah. And I was like, you should have guests bring on whatever amount of money that they want to give to you
for shoes
to bet.
I like that.
You know?
I love that.
Yeah, it's a cool thing. Gambling for Shoes on the Sports Drink Network.
Do that. Do you have anything you want to plug?
Are you
here?
I am not here. I'm in Cape Girardeau, Missouri this weekend.
Nice.
It's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
With Gabe?
Gabe on Thursday, he's headlining and I'm featuring. And then Friday and Saturday, Gabe is featuring. I am hosting for Donnie Baker.
Hey!
Hell yeah, I'm geeks, man. The Laughing Gas Comedy Club.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
That'll be a great time.
Yeah, dog.
Next Friday, February 25th, I will be at Bierkus Brewing.
Hell yeah.
So come to that. Where else am I in town? I think that's it for in town next week.
In town shows.
Let's go. So yeah, pretty freaking sweet.
Come to the Hub if you're in Cincinnati.
Yes.
A homeless person fell asleep in there during the mic class last week.
Sounds perfect.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's just a huge human soup. It's fucking amazing.
Well, fuck yeah.
Come watch a crazy person talking to a microphone for 5 minutes.
That sounds like stand-up comedy. We did it.
It was good to be back, Bill.
It's good to be back. I love you too.
Mikey Webster, shout out to you. Play this episode for Wyatt, my cousin.
Yes. So we'll talk to you soon. Thank you to Sports Drink and thank you to Colorcast. And as always, go Redlegs.
And stay nasty.